Botanists call it Aquilaria agalocha rocks. Manufacturers call it Ogoru. Traders call it profit. The poor call it survival. The common man simply calls it agar. Agar is inextricably linked to Assam's rich cultural heritage. In antiquity, Assam's monarchs employed the used bark of the Hasi agar tree for chronicling their royal circulars and diktats. Each drop of this liquid gold sees sweat and toil of countless people and goes through a prolonged and rigorous process of making. Attar is a scented oil, an extract from a tree which is locally called hasi, and others know it as agarwood. The business of attar making is carried on as a small-scale industry in a few pockets of Assam. It was during the 1940s that some enterprising families hailing from the erstwhile Shilled district of Assam, now in Bangladesh, had the expertise to identify agarwood and agar attar from these trees for commercial ends.
শিৱসাগৰৰ মেইনলি নামতি অঞ্চলত আছে, যোৰহাটৰ তিতাবৰ অঞ্চলত আছে, মৰিয়নি অঞ্চলত আছে, গোলাঘাটৰ কমাৰবন্ধা অঞ্চলত আছে, হছাৰীহাট অঞ্চলত আছে। গতিকে সেইবিলাকতো তেনেকৈ ডেইলি গছ হাৰ্ভেষ্ট হৈ আছে।
Attar is produced locally in few regions of Assam, but has greater demand in other parts of the country and in Middle East, mostly because of its religious significance. The uses of agar are many. Its aromatic bark, popularly known as agarbatti, is used as incense in many a home. Its byproduct, agar oil, is used as a base for attars and perfumes. The heavy base notes of the agar oil lends itself to blend well with other essential oils such as rose, yang yang, and jasmine that collectively power the perfume industry the world over.
Oilটোৱে হৈছে costliest fixative or retainer. গতিকে এনি এৰোমেটিক অইল যদি পাৰফিউমত ব্যৱহাৰ কৰা হয় তেতিয়াহে ৰিফ্ৰেছনেছটো আহে, যিটো আজিকালি স্পাবিলাকত ব্যৱহাৰ, যিটো আৰু কোৱা হয় এৰোমা থেৰাপি। এৰোমা থেৰাপি চাউথত এইটো ইণ্ডিয়ান অৰিজিনেই, এতিয়া আকৌ চাউথত খুব ভালকৈ।
Though the significance of attar is known to us, very few actually know the process of making attar. It is made from a very special tree which is unique and grows in few pockets of this region. It is nothing but a rare worm which facilitates fungus that attaches itself to the agar tree that has made agar such a valuable and sought after product. This fungus, once it establishes itself on the tree, turns the woody trunks into a deep brownish black color. The darker the woody bark turns, the more valuable the wood becomes. Once these wood pieces soften, they are ground into a powder and are put into vessels called degs with water. Degs are then heated so as to encourage the ground agar to release the oil within it. Once the water inside the deg reaches a certain boiling temperature, then the oil from the wood along with the water vapor reaches a container called the vapka. Before reaching the vapka, the water vapor that passes through a steel pipe between the deg and the vapka is cooled. What therefore reaches the vapka is a combination of water and agar oil, with the oil floating over the water. The oil is carefully extracted with a fine syringe and then stored into a fine glass bottle to be sun dried for the final product, the agar oil.
वो भाप के साथ में थोड़ा ऑयल कंटेंट जो भी है उसमें वो चले जाता है उधर. अब ये कूलिंग है, कूलेंट में कूलिंग हो जाता है वापस, डिस्टिलेशन जो भी है वो वेपर जो है कूल हो जाता है वापस, उधर कंटेनर है तो कंटेनर में जो है ऑयल फ्लोट्स. दैट इज अ बेसिक प्रिंसिपल. तो जो फ्लोटिंग का कैरेक्टर ऑयल का उसके वजह से उसमें कलेक्ट होते रहता है, ऊपर का लेयर ऑयल रहता है, नीचे अगेन जो वाटर कूलिंग होके वापस इसमें आ जाता है. ये वाटर डालने का प्रोसेस
इसमें आता है.
During the Ahom regime, the barks of this tree were used for writing manuscripts. The same tree is used for the extraction of attar. At present, the people from Nahoroni, Rangdhali, Hatikhua, Batiporia, Kurighoria, Majgaon, and Dhekial areas are mostly dependent and engaged in the trade of attar making. The business might have its origin way long back, but it is known to have started around 1925. When slowly it gained popularity, it turned into a commercial business. It started to spread to different parts of Golaghat district. But the popularity came at the cost of cutting down more and more hasi trees. The declining number of trees became a concern for the authorities, and in 1983, the International Conservation Union declared the tree endangered. And so, that year, the central government declared a ban on felling of hasi trees. But the ban could not cease the business, as it happens in many other cases, as it involves a huge amount of money. Trade worth thousands of crores of rupees is done even today.
Bombay to আছে এটো আৰু তাৰ বাহিৰে আপোনাৰ অন্যান্য আপোনাৰ এটো হজাইটো অসমৰ ভিতৰত হজাই ফেমাস হজাই বদৰদিনৰ নাম শুনিছে বদৰদিনৰ নজৰ তেওঁৰ আন্ডাৰতে বস্তুটো প্ৰথম অৱস্থাত হেৰি হৈছে.
One such area is Nahoroni, a small village situated in Golaghat district. Most of the people here are associated with the profession of attar making. Though there are other employment opportunities available, people still prefer to simultaneously carry on their ancestral business to earn a better livelihood.
দিনটো মানে বালি কৰিব লাগিব, ইটা ভাঙিব লাগিব, শিল কৰিয়াব লাগিব, ইটা কৰিয়াব লাগিব, ইয়াত বহি বহিয়ে পাব তাৰ
ব্যৱসায়টো কৰি সৰু সৰু ল'ৰাই সংস্থাপন পাইছে. সৰু সৰু ল'ৰাই ধৰ 20 বছৰীয়া এটা ল'ৰাই দা এখনে লৈ চাইকেল এখন লৈ জংঘলত গৈছে, পইচা 100 লৈ গৈছে, 100 টকা লাভ হৈছে তাত, কিন্তু পিছদিনাখন গোটেই দিনটো চলিব পাৰিছে মানুহৰ. আকৌ ওলাই গৈছে 100 টকা লৈ, দ্বিতীয় দিনাও 100 টকা পাইছে. সেই টকাখন লৈ সিহঁতি আকৌ দিনটো 5টা পৰিয়াল পোহ গৈছে. এতিয়া ধৰক তেনেকৈ চলি আছে.
90% of the people here are engaged in this business. This business is not limited to this region. Many people come from other places to buy the hasi tree.
বন কৰাই পেলাই এইবিলাক ধৰ বম্বে নিয়ে, চৌদি আৰব, ডুবাই, কুৱেইট, মালয়েছিয়া এইবিলাকলৈ যায়গৈ. হজাত নি বিকে গৈ বাহিৰা দেশলৈ যায়গৈ. তাত বিকি পেলাই সিহঁতে কাম বন কৰি পেলাই এইটো তাৰমানে এনেকৈ এক্সপৰ্ট আমি যেনেকৈ এইটো গোলামী কাৰবাৰ ধৰা, ইয়াৰ পৰা ট্ৰাকে মাল বুকি নিছোঁ, হ'লচেলত পেলাই দিছোঁ, তেওঁলোকে বেলেগত নি বেচিছে, তেনেকুৱা কাৰবাৰটো.
Although the business has been legalized by the government, but still people maintain a note of secrecy while talking about the business. There's always a kind of hesitation when it comes to matters pertaining to the police and law.
ৰাস্তাত যেতিয়া ট্ৰাকত মাল লৈ যায় তাৰমানে পুলিচে ধৰে দিগদাৰ পাব মানে চবেই পুলিচক আক্ৰমণ কৰিব তাৰমানে
সাধাৰণতে যিবিলাক মানুহ ধৰক অবৈধভাৱে যিবিলাক মানুহে ব্যৱসায় আদি কৰে সেইবিলাক মানুহে সদায় পুলিচৰ মানে গুণানুকীৰ্তন কৰিবলৈ বিশ্বাস নকৰে
ধৰে কিছুমান ধৰক এতিয়া কৰিছে নি লৈ নি কিবা এটা লৈ খায় আৰু কিবা এটা লৈ খায় তেনেকুৱা পুলিচ আৰু পুলিচে
Another area of concern is the cutting down of forest trees to be used as fuel for the digs, which need to be boiled continuously for 10 to 15 days at a stretch. Though the major chunk of this firewood comes from the tea gardens, but still a portion of it is believed to be brought from the forest land. As the business grows bigger and bigger, the number of trees dwindle day by day. But it provides employment to hundreds of lower middle class families whose main source of income is these trees and whose livelihood solely depend on these trees. This is the story of agar, the smell of success and Assam's very own liquid gold.